They used to call them black cars. And what are we doing here? Oh, I'm just scraping it off, okay. There's one of the girls helping Phil wrap up the parts that they had carefully refinished, okay? And that's what it would look like inside. We don't have any really good pictures of the inside that show details, and we had to do a lot of scratching our head. Going into another car and looking at the seats there, taking the parts up to Enterprise Foundry in Lewiston and Auburn Stove Works, and they will do cast iron work for us, okay? Haywood Brothers and Wakefield Company. I don't know who made the seats for Laconia. It probably was the Haywood people because they were one of the biggest ones, okay? And in the car, when we got it, we found some of the backs and some of the sides, very definitely labeled Wheeling. And this, what was it? Oh, this is one of the mohair backs. There were two different colors of green. We aren't sure which is which. But this is what we will look like when we're done. We have to make those from 100% from scratch. We have volunteers from all over the country and all over the world. This fellow comes down from Denver for a week every year and works in some rather difficult positions, but he's very willing to do it. The cars have to be coupled together if they're towed or running in trains. There's the coupler for it. There's what hangs at this. This is our blueprint for making the coupler hanger and the pilot. That they don't call them cow catchers in railroad business. They're pilots, okay? And here we are, something that will hold that pilot up. We're jacking it up into position. There's the bumper, in case something happened. Another one of the bumper. That's an anti-climber. An anti-climber is one on one car and one on the next car. If they run into each other like this, they'll slide up and one will go inside the other, and they call that telescoping, which is not very good for the people inside. When you have an anti-climber, it goes together like that, and they can't move, and it keeps them from getting as much damage. There's one of our volunteers looking at a truck under the car. It came without trucks because that's where the value to the average person is. They scrapped the motors and trucks, but we were able to get a hold of a very similar one. The picture at the top is what was on Portland-Lewiston. This is one from a car from Canada made by the Baldwin Truck Company, and this is one from Japan. We decided that this one is the closest we can get. We will just have to show you pictures of the approximation we did. We're jacking the car up right now, getting ready to take the motors out from underneath it. There's the motors and trucks sitting there waiting for us to get to work on them, but we're going to do the body first. The car is supposed to be a dark Pullman green, and this is the one thought as to the color that it might be. But here it is. Let's go for a ride in it. Welcome to the newly restored Narcissus. Only XXXXX weeks or years, but we hope you're around to see it happen again. Thank you very much.
Yes. Is the top-down process you showed with Narcissus a normal way to restore a trolley car? You seem to start with the top and then went down and put the trucks on blast.
That really doesn't make sense, but they're so totally separate things. We block the car up, pull the trucks out from under it, and then let the car down on blocks, and it's solid. And it's not a problem. Yes, sir.
Do you have any collaboration with Steamtown in Pennsylvania?
Only to go down and look at the wonderful work that they do.
But I mean, obviously they have steam engines, but in terms of the work they do in the cars, it's got to be somewhat similar.
Yes, it is. I haven't seen much passenger car work. I've only seen the steam work. And there is a trolley museum right next to it, which has some very interesting stuff. Anything else? There's still a little bit of dessert left over there. Thank you.
Thank you, Don. Thank you.